Well, ladies and gentlemen, since most of you are here because of the Mic Drop podcast, and that's primarily what is on my YouTube channel, I wanted to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at the studio. I used to do it out of my ranch facility house where all the dogs are. Can you keep it down over there, Dick? I'm trying to film over here. At any rate, I used to do it at the house. I don't live there anymore, so now I have a studio that's dedicated to it. But I wanted to give you guys kind of the inside view as to what the guests experience while they're here and just kind of show you around. So without further ado, let's get it. All right, so here we've got the entryway / green room. Let's get a thumbs up in the comments if you want to see old 40 Mike Big Balls on the casting couch series. Huh? Nobody wants to see that shit. We do have the couch. Not that it ever gets used, but if you want to sit the fuck down, you go for it. One of the things that I really appreciate and feel fortunate for is I get to interview a lot of... I'm going to go ahead and stare at you while I do this for a minute. I get to interview a lot of really cool people with amazing stories, crazy backgrounds, been all over the world, done some really cool shit. And most times they have coins or, little kind of mementos that they bring and leave with the Mic Drop podcast studio for us to keep and display, hopefully. So I'm going to show you some of those things. But coins being so big in military and police, I get a lot of them. So I put them on display here, and I'll kind of zoom in. Try to hold it still. I've had coffee this morning. You can pause it and screenshot it, whatever. But we do get a lot of cool stuff. So as you can see, most of them or a lot of them are canine units. But they're from all over the place. So I think it's neat to be able to display that for guests when they come in, and see some of the other units that I've worked with or people that have been here. So that's kind of neat. There's the trash can, because I know that's not self-explanatory. All right, so here's the supply room. Huge shout out to Jocko Fuel and Origin Labs, my sponsor, my main sponsor, that have been for over a year. We like to keep, as you can see, a healthy amount of Jocko supplements on stock or on hand in stock, so that guests can, take whatever they want with them. As you can see, we've got our own GNC quantities here, but they've been an amazing sponsor. So shout out to Jocko Labs, Origin Fuel, or Jocko Labs, Jocko Fuel and Origin Labs. Maybe I need more coffee. They make all sorts of stuff, but like I said, we like to have plenty on hand for the guests. Over here, I've got shit sitting on the floor. Sue me. I just don't, not really sure if I'm going to stay here for a long time or how to display it. So I do want to walk you through a couple of these things. I get a lot of paintings, drawings, etc. from supporters. This is one that was done through a colleague of mine in Florida, Alicia Morrison Cholet, that has been a big supporter and a great trainer over the years. But she had this done and sent it to me. This picture is actually a screenshot from the 60 Minutes piece called Sniffing for Bombs that I was on back in 2013. But just a kind of a really cool picture that I liked and she had done, so that was neat. Here is a bundle of different grenade pins from back when I used to get my hands dirty for Uncle Sam on your behalf. And it was my pleasure, honestly, but so it's just kind of whatever. This is incredibly sentimental to me. My dad worked for John Deere for over 40 years. My mom worked for them as well for over 20 years. This hat, and I was wearing John Deere hats way before it was fucking cool, so don't get me started. At any rate, this hat is a hat that I gave to Glenn Doherty, one of the SEALs that was killed in Benghazi, and I gave this to him on our second deployment together, the one that we went to Iraq on. And he wore this hat, as you can see, for a long fucking time afterwards, and he actually had this hat with him in Benghazi when he was killed. The hat, along with all of the rest of his stuff, came back. His roommate, Sean, who is the co-founder of Bub's Naturals that supports Glenn and all of what he did, was kind enough to give this back to me after it came back and after his wake and etc. So just, really, really sentimental piece of gear for me and something that I'll cherish forever. How can you not miss this? So this is my Bud's helmet, class 215, as you can see. And notice there's no chevrons or hash marks or anything. I was a seaman. I mean, I don't know why they call it. Why do they call it seaman? Seaman apprentice. I was Seaman Ritland back then, which, God, that just has such a good ring to it. I do have my knot tying piece of rope from way back in the day still in my helmet. So that's what we practice all of the knot tying drills down at 15 feet where the instructors fuck with you and make you stay down there for 2 minutes holding your breath doing the funky chicken like you're about to fucking drown. But great memories. This doesn't fit anymore, surprisingly. I think just with my head being hit so many times or running with boats or whatever it is, like it's swollen at the top and this thing doesn't fit. I don't know how the hell it used to fit, but that's that. Call of Duty. So for those of you that don't know, my personal dog Rico and one other dog were the two dogs used for Call of Duty Ghosts. And so we had some supporters send some of the figurines, which is pretty awesome. Rico's still kicking. He's at the house. Rest assured, tits up asleep right now, but he's still holding down the line. He can still get it. He sleeps most of the day and doesn't move very fast, but he kind of reminds me of that Toby Keith song, I'm Not As Good As I Once Was, or whatever the hell it is. Like he's still got just enough to get after it one more time. But anyway, got, figurines and Legos and happy early birthday. Look at that. I haven't even opened it. It's got to be worth a fortune, right? I'm sure it is. Canine Rico even had his own nameplate for the opening bell ceremony at the stock exchange 2 years ago when myself and the Warrior Dog Foundation staff were fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to go and ring the bell on, I think it was January 3rd of 17 or 18. But here's the nameplate, and they gave you this really cool, coin. I mean, it's super heavy duty, but New York Stock Exchange, like you can't read. But opening bell ceremony, let's shut the dates right on, and I'm an idiot. January 3rd, 2018, that's right. That was really cool. Just a really neat opportunity, raised a good amount of awareness for the foundation, and just a really neat experience. These big ass cleats, ladies, don't get any ideas of how big this dude's feet are, all right? David Andrews, My Cause, My Cleats. He is the center for the New England Patriots, irrespective of what you think about the NFL and some of the things surrounding them over the last couple of years. David Andrews, as well as a number of other athletes, have been really, really good about supporting different Navy SEAL foundations, and this one in particular was supporting the Warrior Dog Foundation, which, as you can see, had the logo and the name on his cleats. Wore it for one of their games, and then auctioned it off and raised some money for the foundation. So he's been a staunch supporter of ours forever, two-time Super Bowl champion, and let's be honest, Tom Brady has felt his nuts. How many people can say that, right? Here's one of his jerseys also, both autographed and in a shadow box. With both of these things, because I don't plan on staying here and really all this stuff, I don't really want to put it up until I have a permanent studio, which is mine instead of just renting out. But got a stack of books left for when we do giveaways and such. Here's one more Call of Duty thing. Pop games. I don't even know what the hell that is, but again, just kind of a cool little memento. Some of the other books. Let's see. This is a cool thing. So there's a Tucson Sector Border Patrol handler. It's been a handler there for years. I've been friends with him for quite some time. He makes cornhole boards and stuff like this. So this is obviously the Trico shield, but it's got LED lighting behind it that you can light up whatever color you want. Just a really cool gift, and means a lot to me. Just a metal flag from a veteran-owned metal sign maker in Alabama that does a really good job. Also made the mic drop choke yourself logo signs that you'll see here in a second. All right, so moving on, this is, we'll call it the kitchenette, right? Got the fire extinguisher in case the hookers, fire trucks, and stripper party gets out of control, like it does sometimes. Got the mini fridge for, the guests. We got Jocko, all the Jocko stuff. Got Jocko tea. Looks like a blown up fucking Diet Mountain Dew. We'll have to take care of that. But we always have, the sponsors' drinks on hand. You got a microwave. Why wouldn't you? What is that? Shitter's full. Gotta have the bathroom, right? Usually when guests come in, going back to the doorway, they'll hang out in here while we get everything set up. Speaking of setup, this is my producer, Zach, who's done an awesome job. He sits in here and kicks it on the ones and twos, if you will. He set all this stuff up and produces the show. And has done a phenomenal job. Soft hands, great kisser. Just I really can't say enough good things about the guy. He's gonna love that I put him on blast like that. But I don't even know what this shit is. I'm gonna level with you. Like, I couldn't even tell you what brand this stuff is. I know what I know. Also, I'm very familiar with what I don't know, and I don't know shit about this kind of stuff, so I leave it to the people that do know. But so he sits in here. He does have a microphone to be able to talk to us through the headphones and can chime in if need be, but he's got all this set up. Last, but certainly not least, is the studio. Now, all you guys normally see is that frame, right? About like that. That's all you see. What you probably didn't know is that I'm a cheap ass and I don't have the rest of the room done. How half-ass is that? That's the redneck white trash coming through, right? So just enough to see in the camera. But let's be honest, it's not. I mean, it's like it's not plastic, but it's cheap shit like balsa wood almost. It's just paneling, but it does look nice on camera. And if you were fooled to think that that's actual real high quality wood, choke yourself. Anyway, here's what I see, right? So this is kind of a look. We got lines so that we know from the camera standpoint where the desk needs to be and how far away from it, etc. It's not a lot of room. The room could be a little bit bigger. Where have I heard that before? Ladies, who are we kidding? More of the rest of the room. Here's what the guests see. So when we're sitting here, we've got the 3 cameras on us, and it's really just kind of a standard studio. There's really nothing too special about it, but again, I just thought it'd be cool for you guys to see kind of what I see, and a little bit of kind of the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, so to speak. And yeah, just wanted you to see it. So that's the mic drop choke yourself logo. This thing weighs like 70 fucking pounds. I don't even know how it's on the wall, honestly. It's the thing is super heavy duty and well made, but we do throw some lighting in the corner there. We don't have these lights on. We have these panels. That one up in the top left, this big one, and then this little one. Those two are kind of a softer white. All of those lights are on. The overhead ones are not, and that seems to give us the best deal. But this is just like a storage. It's like, yeah, man, it looks creepy as fuck, right? Like there's some Saw 3 action going on, but there's just a little like crawl space up there that we store dead hookers or whatever else. But all right, so this is the studio. This is where the magic happens, yeah. So that's there you have it. Going back out here, this is the whole studio. So now you've been a guest on Mic Drop. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I've been meaning to do this for a while and just getting around to it. So hope you enjoyed it. Again, you'll be seeing more stuff like this. Probably do some behind the scenes stuff when we have guests, so that you can kind of see, you know, me shooting the shit and what we do beforehand. But I just wanted to give you kind of a static view slash tour of the studio and what it looks like. There you have it. Nothing crazy, but thought it'd be neat for you guys to see. So hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go choke myself now, and we'll talk to you soon.